We are always getting busted for using our cell phones during school. What would your electronic device policy be?
Well, you can. It's just cell phones you're talking about.
Cell phones, iPods, iPads, laptops.
Stuff.
All of the above.
All right. Well, I think that we should be in schools looking at creative ways to use digital devices, whether it's an iPod or an iPad or a phone or laptops, because it's how we get information these days, and they're fantastic creative tools potentially. So I mean, when I was growing up, it was a rare thing if somebody played a video. It was like a treat, if you played a video. But meanwhile, we went home watching television for hours. Just schools are slow to catch up. And in my experience, people of your generation are very agile with all these devices. You can get around them really fast. You're often better than the teachers with it. And they can be fantastic learning tools, absolutely fantastic. And I think they should be used that way, and we should encourage people to show us how to make better use of them. At the same time, there are some activities where you don't want the distraction. Like, just turn them off. I mean, I know an art school, for example, on the East Coast, they have a rule when they're doing life drawings or in the studio, if they're working on any piece of work, but in the studio sessions, they have to turn everything off. And it's a good idea, because some activities you need to focus and concentrate and be present and spend time with it. And other activities, it doesn't matter so much. You do need to be searching for information, or you're making something practical. So I think it ought to be treated on a kind of case-by-case basis. And I think students should be mature enough to be able to say to them, look, can we just turn it all off now? Because we need some time to focus. It's like, there's no point in doing yoga, if you're texting people at the same time. You know what I mean? You're kind of trying to go into some meditative place, and you say, hang on, I'll just take this call while I'm doing it. I couldn't believe it. I gave the commencement address at a university a few years ago, and there were hundreds of students coming up. I mean, I can believe that because I was there, but there were one girl came up, and I watched her. She got out of her chair, for getting a degree. It was an outdoor thing, and she walked in the line of people, all kind of shuffling along. They go around the back of the stage, and they come across the stage, and they shake people's hands, get the degrees, and go down, sit down again. This one girl did that, and I watched the whole time. And the entire time, from when she sat up to when she sat down, and she was on her phone. She received her degree on the phone. she was chatting to the president, taking a call. And I thought, do you ever turn it off? Ever? I mean, you can imagine this woman sitting through her own funeral saying, don't bury me, I've just called it out. Just hold that, or in the middle of a wedding, what? When do you turn it off? There's a time to do it. There's a time when they're useful and a time when can you just turn it off? Don't you think?
Yeah. Can we ask you one more favor?
Yeah.
Okay. In our research, we found that you think dance is very important and that Elvis is almost worshipped in your family. So if you'll allow us, we'd like to teach you a couple dance moves your family would enjoy.
Okay. I'm not a very good dancer myself, but you show me the moves and I'll tell you if I could have done it.
To get you in the groove, we've brought you a costume.
Where's James? Get him back here, I think.
Just on time.
Where's he going?
You can adjust it to fit your head.
Let's have a look. Does it go that way?
There we go.
There we go. It worked. And you might have to buckle this in the... There we go.
This is great.
You guys help him with the collar there, too? Can you help him with it?
Is that it?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah.
I think so.
So each of us have one dance move that we'd like to share with you.
Okay, you show me.
So we'll do it twice by ourselves, and then we'll all repeat it as a group. Alex will start and I'll end, and at the end we'll put all of our moves together and create a short dance.
Fantastic. Go on.
Okay. Alex, beat. Together, beat. Oli, beat. Together, beat. Dia, beat. Together, beat.
a long story, James.
Beat. Together. Beat. All together now. Beat.
Am I meant to be doing this?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, now we need to sign your check.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. I just had a pen and now I don't know. No, Alex has a pen. Alex.
Break it out there, Alex.
Let's go.
Wait, so
This is because Elvis
Just
is
make
such a, they
space
found out
for
Elvis is such a big thing in our family.
You can sign all around there. Hear that one.
Oh, all right, Alex.
I'm sorry.
It's all one word. Alex Cheng.
Nobody calls him Alex, just Alex Chang.
Hang on. They have that pulled down properly.
Now we're talking.
So,
Okay, everyone, show them what Americans really do when they're.
Oh, we hug.
oh, God, dang it.
Alex is reserved. Alex is reserved.
Serene, aren't you going to get in there, or are you reserved?
We do the hooks.
Okay, all right. All right, thank you.
Let me just have like a guy handshake, Alex.
All right.